Hi students, good morning. In the last class, we started mean value then Rolle's theorem, no? So Rolle's theorem, so second class part 2, and in that type A and type B we completed. Type A is what? Examine the Rolle's theorem, means application, means applicability of the Rolle's theorem we have to. Second one, B, type B is verification of the Rolle's theorem, means verify the Rolle's theorem. Now third one is to find the C of Rolle's theorem, right? Now this is type C. In that I taken first problem, find C of the Rolle's theorem for the function f of x equal to log of x square plus ab by a plus b into x, where a comma b greater than 0. In which interval we have to find the C value? In closed interval a comma b, and these a, b, c are what? Greater than 0, means positive values, positive real numbers. Now how to find? So for that, for finding the C, first we have to identify, to apply the Rolle's theorem. So there are three conditions are there for the Rolle's theorem. What are they? First one is what? It should be continuous on closed interval a comma b, and differentiable on open interval a comma b, and f of a equal to f of b, right? And now see, first you take the given function f of x equal to log of x square plus ab by a plus b into x, right? Now do the differentiation for this one. F dash of x equal to differentiation of log x. Differentiation of log x is 1 by x. 1 by this total means how to write it as a plus b into x divided by x square ab, no? Once you see differentiation of log of x formula, x is this total term. So 1 by x means 1 by this one means a plus b x by x square ab. Again we have to do the differentiation for this one. How to do the differentiation for this one? U by v formula, quotient rule we have to apply. U and this as v. Now v, a plus b into x, differentiation of x square plus ab is 2x minus x square plus ab, differentiation of this one a plus b into x is a plus b, whole divided by denominator whole square, a plus b whole square and x square, right? U by v formula, v differentiation of u is 2x minus u differentiation of v is a plus b. Now we have to simplify. Once you see here one a plus b get cancelled, no? And here x get cancelled, and also in these two a plus b common, and you can cancel by this one or not. Means what is remaining? F dash of x equal to remaining is here 2x square minus x square minus ab whole divided by this one x square plus ab into here one more x remaining, that is x I am writing. Once again see a plus b here a plus b whole square, one x get cancelled, remaining I written like this. And now once you observe in this interval means a, b, c are positive real numbers, means f dash x is exist or not, means f of x is differentiable or derivable in open interval a comma b, means f of x is differentiable on open interval a comma b, means we know that one condition, one property, every differentiable function is a what? Continuous. Every differentiable function is a continuous, means whenever f is differentiable, definitely that f is what? Continuous also, means f of x is continuous on closed interval a comma b, where a comma b greater than 0. So two conditions of Rolle's theorem satisfied. And one more what condition is there? What is that? F of A equal to F of B. Substitute F of A in this one. If you substitute, what will get? F of A, F of A square plus AB divided by A plus B into A square plus AB log of A square plus AB divided by A plus B into A. So what about this one and this one? Same only or not? Means log 1 value 0. Next, F of B log of B square plus AB divided by A plus B into B. Once you observe, AB plus B square log 1 0 means F of A equal to F of B also, no? Means three conditions of the Rolle's theorem satisfied. Means whenever one function is satisfied the three conditions of the Rolle's theorem, then we can write what? Then there exists at least one point C which is belongs to A comma B such that F dash of C equal to 0 or not. Now what is the F dash of X? This is the F dash of X. Replace X by C. Now F dash of C equal to 0. That implies 2x square minus x square. X square means C square minus AB divided by C square plus AB into C equal to 0. This is not equal to 0 because C belongs to A comma B and A comma B are positive, means there is no chance to get 0. Now that implies C square equal minus AB equal to 0. That implies C equal to plus or minus root AB. But what about the C? That is equal to only root AB because which is belongs to A comma B only. Minus value is not there in this because A comma B greater than 0 they given. So this is a C value, right? Next, one more problem in this type. Second problem, find C of the Rolle's theorem for the function f of x equal to x minus 1, x minus 2, x minus 3 in the interval 1 comma 3, close interval 1 comma 3. Now see here, verification also as it is, but here what they asking, find C value. So take the given function f of x equal to x minus 1, x minus 2, x minus 3. So that implies how to write it as, if you expand, what will get? X cube minus 6x square plus 11x minus 6, once see, x cube minus 6x square plus 11x minus 6. It is a polynomial equation, means polynomial function. We know that every polynomial function is continuous on closed interval a comma b and differentiable on open interval a comma b, right? So f of 1 you identify, f of 1, if you substitute 1 minus 1 here, 0 into finite value 0 you will get, and f of 3, 3 minus 3 into finite value, it is 0. Means f is continuous, and f dash x also, you do f dash x equal to 3x square minus 12x plus 11. 3x square minus 12x plus 11 means f dash x exists in which interval? 1 comma 3. So therefore f is differentiable or not in 1 comma 3. Means what we are observing, f is continuous on closed interval a comma b, because it is a, since how to write it is given function. Second step, what we have to write, f is continuous, since what is the reason, f of x is a polynomial function, every polynomial function is continuous, and f of x is differentiable, since it is a what, polynomial function, every polynomial function is what, differentiable also on open interval a comma b. Otherwise you can show like this also, f dash x is equal to, f dash x is exist in this interval or not, f dash x is exist in this interval, so that's why f is differentiable, and therefore every differentiable function is what, continuous, like that also. Therefore f is continuous on what, closed interval 1 comma 3 also you can, and f of 1 equal to f of 3, means 3 conditions of the Rolle's theorem exist, then we can write then there exists at least one point c belongs to 1 comma 3 such that f dash of c equal to 0. Now what is the f dash of c? This is f dash of x. Now that implies 3c square minus 12c plus 11 equal to 0. Do you have the factors for this one? So apply this one, c equal to minus b, minus of minus plus 12 plus or minus root of b square 144 minus 4ac 12 into 11 132 divided by 2a, right? Now that is equal to 12 plus or minus this is 12, no? 12 how to write? 2 root 3, 8 plus 4 12, 2 root 3, right, divided by 6. So here I will write this one by this one means 2 plus or minus 1 by root 3, can you write? See here 12 by 6 2, and here 2 by 6 3, root 3 by 3, 1 by root 3. This is c equal to 2 plus or minus 1 by root 3. Once you observe, is these two belongs to 1 comma 3? These two belongs to what? 1 comma. Previous problem only one value belongs to that given interval, so that only as a c we taken. But here what? Two values belongs to what? 1 comma 3. So that's why these two what exist for the what? Rolle's theorem. This is the c values. So how to get means like this we can show. See, so if you take the general polynomial, here 1 is there, here 2 is there, here 3 is there. Suppose if you draw the graph of like this, because at this point function is 0, x equal to 1, function is 0 or not, x equal to 2 also function 0, and x equal to 3 also function 0. Means here in between these two roots, here one f dash of c equal to 0 or not, or c1. If you take it as c2, so here also f dash of c2 equal to 0 or not. So c1 is what? 2 minus 1 by root 3, and c2 is what? 2 plus 1 by root 3. Means one root is belongs to 1 comma 2, one more root is belongs to 2 comma 3. Like that only in statement, means in geometrical interpretation of Rolle's theorem we discussed. Not only one c, more than c exists for f dash x equal to 0, like. Next problem. Next, type D. Application to the theory of equations. This is important one. In that first problem is, if 2a plus 3b plus 6c equal to 0, then show that there exists at least one root of the equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 in the interval 0 comma 1. So most important problems, all these are. So these are the nothing but type C, nothing but selection of function type problems in this one. In theory of equations, application to the theory of equations, again, so many types are there. In that, this one is, especially this type problem is selection of function. Once you observe, so in last class we discussed like this, right? Here 1 a you taken, here b taken. Between these two, at least one point which is c satisfies what? First derivative equal to 0. Means one note we taken, that is what? Between any two roots of the equation, there exists at least one root of the equation, what? F dash x equal to 0. That only we have to apply this for this one. And between any two roots of the equation f dash x equal to 0, there exists at least one root of the equation f double dash of x equal to 0, etc. And now here, once you read the question carefully, one condition given, 2a plus 3b plus 6c equal to 0. There exists at least one root of the equation. Means for this equation, how many roots existing? One root existing. At least means minimum one root existing for this one. So for this equation, at least one root existing means this one as what? F dash x given. So f dash x what they given? F dash x equal to ax square plus bx plus c, because our condition is what? Between any two roots of the equation, there exists at least one root of what? F dash x equal to 0. Means for this equation, at least one root means definitely this is what? F dash x. Now how to find f of x? Integration we have to do. A simple integration is there. So this is f dash x. How to find the function? Acceleration given. How to find the velocity? Like that. Now do the differentiation. A differentiation of x square. Sorry, integration of x square. Integrating on both the sides. You write down. Integration we have to do. So if you do the integration for the f dash x, what you will get? F of x. Okay, no? Simple integration already you know that. A into differentiation of x square, x cube by 3. What is the integration of x to the power of n dx? X to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1. Here n not equal to minus 1. And now plus b into differentiation of x square by 2 plus integration of constant x, c into x, plus one integral constant will be there, that is what? D. So once again listen, integration of x to the power of n dx equal to what? X to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus integral constant c we have to take. Now integration of x square means x to the power of 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 1, that only you taken. Next integration of x, here n equal to 1 means 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 1. Next integration of c means nothing but it is power 0. So 0 plus 1 by 0 plus 1 means x only you will get r. So like that. Right. Now this is our function. So f dash x given, we taken it as what? By integrating f of x you got. Next, it is a polynomial function or not? So every polynomial function is what? Continuous and differentiable in the given interval. And also f of 0 you substitute, what you will get? F of 0, this is 0, this is 0, this is also 0 plus d. So f of 0 is d. Next, f of 1, because that is also third condition of the Rolle's theorem also should satisfy, then only we have to take, there exists at least one root of the equation f dash x equal to 0. Now f of 1 means a by 3 plus b by 2 plus c plus d. So for the first three terms you take the LCM. So f of 1 equal to, if you take the LCM, what is the LCM here? 6 is the LCM. Here what is remaining? 2a plus 3b plus 6c plus what is there? d. But here this condition they given, what is that? 0. So 0 by 6 plus d equal to d. So f of 0 equal to f of 1. Third condition of the Rolle's theorem also exists or not? So every polynomial function is continuous and differentiable, and f of a 0 equal to f of 1 means three conditions of the Rolle's theorem exist. Means how to write it? Then there exist at least so by the Rolle's theorem, then there exist at least one root which is c belongs to 1 comma 0 comma 1 such that f dash of c equal to 0. Now what is the f dash of x? Ax square plus bx plus c means a, that implies ac square plus bc plus c plus constant, this is c equal to 0. This is another constant, ac square plus bc plus c equal to 0 means what we are, this is constant, right? Now so therefore what we can write finally? Therefore ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 has at least one root, and there exists at least one root of the equation in what? 0 comma 1. So once again listen. So what they asking, this is the condition given, then there exists this equation having, we have to show this equation having at least one root between what? 0 comma 1 means between any two roots of the equation f of x equal to 0 there exists what? At least one root of the equation what? F dash x equal to 0. By that condition we have to identify, that is the selection of function, we have to select or we have to consider. So what is that function? So by this one, by the given what? Equation. So this is f dash x equal to 0 means by integration f of x you got. Now this is the polynomial equation, it is a continuous and differentiable in the given interval. Next, f of 0 equal to f of 1 means three conditions of the Rolle's theorem satisfied means easily you can say what? Then there exists at least one root which is belongs to 0 comma 1 such that f dash of c equal to 0. F dash of c nothing but what? This only or not means this equation having at least one root or not, that only we shown or not means this equation has at least one root in which interval? 0 comma 1. Take one more problem in this type. Prove that the equation x cube plus x minus 1 equal to 0 has exactly one real root. Exactly one real root means we have to show this is a what? Cubic equation. How many roots will be there? 3 roots. But what is saying? Exactly one real root. Remaining are what? Imaginary roots. Means we have to show exactly one real root. That one we have to show. By the Rolle's theorem we have to show. Otherwise one more method also there. Actually that is interested method and easy method also. First I will try to explain that one. After that by the Rolle's theorem I will solve. Okay, no? So for that some explanation needed. You take this one. This has x-axis. So this is the first method by the increasing decreasing method. So this is one curve, right? So here to here, if you take interval, anywhere you can take the tangent or not, because it is a smooth curve, so differentiable. Now you take one tangent here, tangent to this curve. It is any line touches the curve means it is tangent, and tangent is, slope of the tangent is denoted by what? F dash of x. Slope of the tangent, in last class I given, slope of the tangent is denoted by what? F dash of x or dy by dx. Now once you observe, if you take the tangent like this, here this line or this tangent making some angle with positive direction of x-axis theta, that theta is acute or obtuse? Acute. Acute means slope of this tangent is positive or not, means f dash x is greater than 0. Means f dash x is greater than 0 whenever that tangent to the curve making positive angle, means acute angle, right? Now in this one, once you observe the curve, here x values are increases or not, like this. As x increases, y values also increasing or not, means as x increases, y also increases, means we can say function is strictly increasing. Otherwise whenever f dash x, first derivative of the given function is strictly greater than 0, then we can say function is what? Strictly increasing. Function is what? Strictly increasing, right? Now second one is this is first one, and here I will write second one. Same if you take like this one curve. So if you take the tangent like this, here theta, it is acute or obtuse? Obtuse angle. Obtuse angle means slope, this f dash x is, because nothing but we know that a line which makes an angle theta with the positive direction of x axis, then slope of that line is what? M equal to tan theta. Why you are saying f dash x greater than 0? Slope is what? Tan theta. Tan theta equal to f dash x. So acute angle means tan theta positive only. Here tan theta negative. So that's why f dash x less than 0, because obtuse angle means m equal to tan theta equal to dy by dx or f dash x is less than 0, means here also like this also you can identify. Here as x increases, y, here x is there, here y is there, here x is there, here y is there, here x is there, here y is there, means as x increases, y is what? Decreasing. As x increases, y is decreasing, then function is what? Decreasing function. Means here f dash x is strictly less than 0, means function is strictly decreasing. These two conditions you have to remember to do first method. Understood? If first derivative is greater than 0 in that interval, then function is what? Increasing, strictly increasing. Less than 0, strictly decreasing. take the function, this is the given equation, f of x equal to x cube plus x minus 1, right? Simple thing, but if you know this information, easily you can identify how many roots are, means you can show at least means only one root is there for this given equation. So do the differentiation, f dash x equal to what? 3x square plus 1. 3x square plus 1. Once you observe this, for all x belongs to real number, it is greater than 0 only or not? Is there any one point from here real number, will you get f dash x equal to 0? No. For all the x belongs to real number, f dash x is what? Greater than 0 only or not? Because here negative values or positive values, here square is there, so then it becomes what? Positive only or not? So that's why it is greater than 0. Means f dash x is greater than 0 or less than 0? Greater than 0. Means by these two examples, f dash x is greater than 0 means given function f of x is what? Strictly increasing or not? Function is strictly increasing. But how it is increasing, that is also you have to identify. Once you observe, given is cubic polynomial or not? Given is cubic polynomial. Suppose quadratic equation, biquadratic equation means, suppose quadratic equation given. Negative values if you substitute, positive values only will get, means highest power is there. But here once you observe, cubic polynomial means if you as x tends to infinity, f of x tends to infinity or not? Because cubic polynomial is there. If you substitute some values as x tends to infinity, f of x also tending to what? Infinity only. Try to understand. And as x tends to minus infinity, what about the f of x? Also minus infinity, because cubic polynomial negative values also exist or not? Means as x tends to infinity, f of x also tends to infinity. As x tends to minus infinity, f of x also tends to minus infinity. Means if you draw the graph, see here a graph anywhere you can take. Means if you take this is 0, here minus infinity is there, here plus infinity. These are the x values. F of x means y values. Means as x tends to infinity, our function also, functional value also approaches to infinity. As x tends to minus infinity, our functional value also approaches to minus infinity. One general function I will take, exact, no need to take exact, like this also you can take, or like this also you can take, or like this also you can take or not. One imagination means graph I am taking. What means here as x tends to infinity, y also approaches to what? Minus infinity. Means as x tends to infinity, y approaches to minus infinity for this graph. As x tends to plus infinity, f of x approaches to plus infinity. Right? Now by this graph or this one or this one or this one, anyone you take. In these three, all these graph if you take like this, these are intersecting the graph, means intersecting the x-axis. So how many times? How many times, suppose if you take this as the graph of the cubic polynomial, it is intersecting how many places? X-axis. One place only or not? So that's why definitely this polynomial equation having what? Only one real root only. Because the roots means what? If you substitute, suppose x minus 1, x minus 2. Right? F of x equal to, this is the quadratic equation. What are the roots for this one? 1 and 2. Substitute x equal to 1. If you substitute here x equal to 1, 2. Here and here you will get 0 or not. Because that graph like this if you take or like this if you take, that graph intersecting the, you can take means according to that. If you take like this, suppose if you take means according to the positive negative we will get the proper graph. But for understanding purpose I am taking. So intersecting how many places? 2 places or not? Because why it is intersecting at two places on x-axis? Because here also root is there. But here it is intersecting the x-axis only one place, one point. That is means that's why f of x has what? Only one real root. Like that we have to identify, right? Next, one more method. By the Rolle's theorem method. By the Rolle's theorem method, take the given function f of x equal to x cube plus x minus 1. So contradiction method we have to follow. So contradiction method means let us suppose that alpha comma beta are the roots of f of x, given polynomial I am taking. What I am taking? So we have to show given polynomial equation has what? Only one real root. For that what I am taking? Two roots I am taking. By simplification, if you get any problem, means any contradiction, by that contradiction we can say that given polynomial is not having two roots, it is only one root. Like that we have to identify. That only contradiction method. No? Now I am taking alpha comma beta are the roots of the given equation. Means alpha comma beta are the roots of the given equation, means f of alpha and f of beta equal to what? 0. Means the third conditions of the Rolle's theorem satisfied or not. And given function is what? Polynomial, cubic polynomial. It is continuous and differentiable, because every polynomial function is continuous and differentiable. Means three conditions of the Rolle's theorem is satisfied. Then we can say, then there exists at least one root c belongs to alpha comma beta such that f dash of c equal to 0 or not. Means whenever this function satisfying, whenever you are taking alpha comma beta are the roots of this equation, it is satisfying three conditions of the Rolle's theorem, means definitely by the Rolle's theorem, then there exists at least one point which is belongs to alpha comma beta such that at that point first derivative equal to 0. Now f dash of c equal to 0. What is the f dash of x from this one? F dash of x equal to 3x square plus 1. Now that implies 3c square plus 1 equal to, is it equal to 0? Is there any point which is belongs to what? Alpha comma beta which is giving equal to 0? No. So that is not equal to 0. Here c belongs to what? Alpha comma beta. In these two roots, because you take any value from alpha comma beta, between alpha comma beta, is there any one point which is giving this 3c square plus 1 equal to 0? Because here plus 1 is there, here 3 is there, here what is there? C square is there. Right. When you will get 0, this c square should be minus 1 by 3. Because if you take 3 into minus 1 by 3 plus 1 get cancelled, minus 1 plus 1. But is there any chance c square equal to minus 1 by 3? No. So that's why you taken alpha comma beta the two roots. Then they are what? It is satisfying the three conditions of Rolle's theorem. So definitely what? One root will be there which is belongs to alpha comma beta which is satisfying first derivative equal to 0. But not satisfying, no. Is it? So this is contradict to fact that what? F of x has what? Two roots. Because whenever you are taking the two roots of the polynomial, here it is contradiction getting by the Rolle's theorem. So that's why f of x has only one real root. Okay, no? So this is the what? Second method. So on Rolle's theorem, there are four types we discussed. First type, what? Type A is what? Examine or applicability of the Rolle's theorem. Second one is verification of the Rolle's theorem. And today, third type we discussed. What is that? Finding the C of the Rolle's theorem. And these are what? Solving the equations or theory, what? Problems on theory of equations. Next, second one is Lagrange's mean value theorem. This is also important one. What is the Lagrange's mean value theorem? First one, Rolle's theorem statement is what? F is mapping from closed interval a comma b to R be a function which is satisfying the three conditions. What? F is continuous on closed interval a comma b, and F is differentiable on open interval a comma b. Third one is f of a equal, then there exists at least one point which is f dash x equal to 0. Next, this one is suppose statement you take. Suppose a comma b, a less than b, are two real numbers. They are also same thing. They are also same thing. Let a function which is mapping from closed interval a comma b to R, means real valued function, be a function satisfying following condition. First one is f is continuous on closed interval a comma b. Second one is f is differentiable on open interval a comma b. Right? Two conditions only. If you want third condition also you can take. That is what? F of a not equal to f of b. Means nothing but this Lagrange's mean value theorem is what? Extension of Rolle's theorem only. In Rolle's theorem f of a equal to f of b you taken. Here f of a not equal to f of b. F of a equal to f of b means definitely curve should take one U-turn or not. Like this or like this. But here no need. F of a not equal to f of b. Right? Then there exists at least one point C which is belongs to a comma b such that, but there exists at least one point C belongs to a comma b such that f dash of c equal to f of b minus f of a divided by b minus a. Rolle's theorem is f dash of c equal to 0 because it takes one U-turn. Now here f of a not equal to f of b. So that's why f of c equal to f of b minus f of a divided by b minus a. So this is the statement of the Lagrange's mean value theorem. Once again see what? F is one mapping, means function which is mapping from closed interval a comma b to R, where a comma b are two real numbers, a less than b I taken, and this function is satisfying the two conditions. What is that? F is continuous on closed interval a comma b, f is differentiable on open interval a comma b, and third one if you want you can take, that is what? F of a not equal to f of b, because Rolle's theorem f of a equal to f of b you taken, no? You take here f of a not equal to f of b, right? Then we can say then there exists at least one point which is belongs to what? Open interval a comma b, such that that one satisfies which condition? F dash of c equal to f of b minus f of a divided by b minus a. If you see the geometrical interpretation of this one, then you can identify why they given all these. So like this I will take. This is one graph. Suppose if I take here A, if I take here B, right? This is what? X, and here to here distance is what? B. Now it is B. This distance is what? F of A. Means it has A comma F of A. And this distance is what? F of B. Now this point is B comma F of B, right? Now is it F of A equal to F of B? No, here F of A not equal to F of B. Now here A is there, here B is there, here to here, anywhere you can take the tangent or not, because smooth curve is there. What in last class we discussed, whenever sharp edge is there, there we can't take the tangent, so that's why at that point function is not differentiable. But here smooth curve is there, means anywhere you can take the tangent between A and B, so that's why f of x is differentiable or not. And f of x is continuous in this interval or not. And so you see, here A is there, here B is there. Here to here, is there any break? No, there is no break. So that's why f of x is continuous on closed interval a comma b. And there is no what? Sharp edge. So smooth curve is there between A and B. So anywhere you can take the one unique tangent. So that's why f is what? Differentiable on open interval a comma b. Then we can say there exists at least one point, means here to here one point is there, minimum one point is there. Which one satisfies what? F dash of c equal to what? F of b minus f of a divided by b minus a. And now here, so one secant line you take, join these two. One secant line I am taking. So here this is a point and this is b point. Now find out the slope of AB. What is the slope of AB? This has x1, y1 and this has x2, y2. So this what? Slope of the what? 2 points. y2 minus slope of the line joining the 2 points x1, y1 and x2, y2. y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, that is equal to f of b minus f of a divided by b minus a, x2 minus x1, right? So take this as equation number 1. Now here to here I will take one tangent here. So is means here one point I will take, that as what? C. Means this is the tangent, means now only we discussed what is the slope of the tangent to the curve. It is denoted by what? F dash of c or not. At which point? C point. So here this is the curve, means this is the tangent to the curve. What is the slope of the tangent? It is denoted by what? F dash of x. And if you take here one point here, f dash of c. Now once you observe this as slope of the tangent to the curve y equal to f of x at point C is what? At C is what? Denoted by f dash of c. Take this as equation number 2. So this is also slope of the, this is the slope of the line AB, m1 if you take, this is m2 you take, this is the slope of the tangent to the curve. Means this line is parallel to this line or not? Means if two lines are parallel, then what? Slopes are equal, means m1 equal to m2. So here m2 is f dash of c equal to m1 f of b minus f of a divided by b minus. Got or not? Means which concept you followed here? Here a point, here b point. For this curve, in this interval f is continuous and differentiable, right? Now here a comma f of a, here b comma f of b. Slope of this line AB line is what? y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, means f of b minus f of a by b minus a. Take this as equation number 1. This is the slope of AB taken as m1. And we know that if you take the tangent to the curve at this point C, then slope of the tangent is what? F dash of C. That is what? m2. But this line is parallel to this one or not? Suppose if you take the tangent here, this is not parallel to this one or not? If you take the tangent here, it is not parallel to this one. But if you take the one point here, this is parallel to this one. That point I taken as C. Means so slopes are, means these two lines are parallel, means slopes are equal. then we got f dash of c equal to f of b minus f of. Is there only one point which is satisfying this condition? No, more than that one also. Means suppose if you take like this, suppose like this, if you take here, this as A I am taking and this as B I am taking. This is capital A and this is capital B. Once you observe, f of A, this is f of B. Is f of A equal to f of B? No, f of A not equal to f of B. In this interval A to B, function is continuous or not? And smooth curve it is. It is what? Differentiable also. You can take the tangent here to here. And f of A not equal to f of B. So function is continuous on closed interval A comma B. Function is differentiable on open interval A comma B. And f of A not equal to f of B. Then there exists at least one point which is belongs to what? Open interval A comma B, such that f dash of c equal to f of b minus f of a by b minus a. Means here c1 you take the tangent here. This line is parallel to this one or not? Here also satisfies the same condition or not? Suppose you take here c2, here one line, means here c2 you take. This line also parallel to this one or not? Means here c3 you take, here one line, one tangent to this one. Means here more than that what points getting or not? C1, C2, C3, here tangent, here tangent, here tangent, parallel to what? AB. Means these three satisfies that condition only or not? So like that, not only one point, at least one point, means minimum one point. So this is about the what Lagrange's mean value theorem, and tomorrow based on this Lagrange's mean value theorem problems we will discuss. Okay.